So, you've dipped your toes into the refreshing spring of roleplay, have you? You've created your first character. You've emoted your way to epic adventures. You've allowed your character to flourish in your imagination. But you want more. You want ways to enhance your roleplay, to make it easier to follow, make it stronger, make it more intriguing. I know what you want. You want add-ons. Hey there, it's Terry Maciek-Jakimiak from Quest and Sketch, dedicated to providing you content on art, gaming, and art and gaming. If you're new here, go ahead and click on that subscribe button. Also, any of the links that we mentioned in the video will be in the description below. Today, I want to share with you my top 8 RP add-ons to enhance your roleplay. There are dozens of add-ons out there, but did you know that there's a subset specifically focused on roleplay? If you've been roleplaying a while, you've probably used one or two of these in the past. But if you're still learning the RP ropes, these add-ons can bring a whole new dimension to your roleplay adventures. So, in no particular order, here we go. We begin with number 1, and this is easily my favorite add-on on this list. Yes, most people will save their last for their favorite, but I wanted to get right to it, and this is Total Roleplay 3. Though not my first roleplay add-on, it has been my most influential. This add-on has a huge variety of features, but the base ones are all I'm going to mention in this video. First, it allows you to include customized information in your character's tooltip. It allows you to locate other role players in all of Azeroth. There's a customizable target frame to give others more information about your character. NPC speeches, how cool is that? Communicates with both My Roleplay and XRP. It allows you to easily switch your languages, whether it's Shuhalo or Common or Orcish. It allows you to bop through those as easy as clicking a button. But that's just the beginning. In the future, we are going to take a deep dive into the add-on, but that's a whole nother set of videos. Number 2, Total Roleplay 3 Extended. It's not the same as Total Roleplay because it's extended. What that means is that it's a module that you add on to Total Roleplay 3 that'll give you additional features. What are some of those additional features? Well, here are just a couple of them. The ability to create highly customizable items and share them with other role players. I made a video walkthrough, and I'll leave a link in the description about how to create your first item in Total Roleplay 3 Extended. You can place items on the ground or in stashes so other role players can pick them up. You can create quests. Yes, quests, your very own quests. It's a lot of fun, it's a lot of work, but once you get it working right, you can give these quests to other people who have the add-on, and they can follow quests that you've developed. And finally, because it's modular, you can turn it on and off. So if you don't need any of these items for a certain event that you're attending, you can turn it off and make your add-ons a little more lightweight. Have you ever been to a roleplay event with dozens of people in a small area and you're not able to follow all the conversations? Well, then number 3, Listener is for you. Listener adds 2 windows to your user interface. The first window keeps track of all the conversations that are going on around you. Additionally, it allows you to darken any of the people within that window so that you can focus on those people that you're having a conversation with or stories that you might be listening to. The second window is called the Snooper window. If you click on somebody or hover over them, it'll show you all of the chat messages they've done in the past several minutes. This is great if you've had to step away or feel like you've missed something. Both of these run in the background, and this is a fairly light program to run, which is really nice for those of us that have a lot of add-ons running while we're at our roleplay events. Sometimes 255 characters is not enough to send an emote. That's when you need our number 4, which is Emote Splitter. You can type until your heart's content, and you will know that all of your emote will come through. Have you ever had that where you begin to type up the emote and you keep going and you don't pay attention, and then when you hit enter, there's 2 or 3 lines that don't show up? What Emote Splitter does is it takes those extra lines and creates a second emote. Additionally, you can even add little arrows to point to show that the emote is continuing. And it doesn't only work for emote. You can also use it for \say. I know there have been many a times where I have typed way too much in the say box. I hit enter and all of a sudden half of the stuff that I've typed is gone. And there's no way to get it back, and you've just got to retype it again. Well, Emote Splitter will allow you to then hit enter again and continue putting out what it is you typed in \say. This is great for when you might be doing some sort of story circle as well. Have you ever wanted to look back on chats from a variety of channels over several sessions that you've been in? Well, then you need number 5, which is Elephant. Yeah, I know, weird name. Not quite sure how they came about it, but what it essentially is a chat tracker. It can save up to 250 lines of chat from all of your different chat channels. This includes \say, \yell, pretty much \everything. And it keeps it as you proceed from each session of gaming. So, you might have a bunch of things saved in \guild, and as you progress over the days of playing, all of those are saved. Additionally, you can copy and paste this information somewhere else, which is really helpful for things like story circles, like I mentioned in the previous add-on. You can go ahead and copy all of that and then post it in your forum or on your Discord so people can read it later on. Though I am an avid TRP3 user, you might be looking for something that's a little more lightweight. That's where our number 6 add-on comes in handy, My Roleplay. My Roleplay works very similar to how Total Roleplay 3 works, but it is less resource intensive, which is really nice for those that might not have a high-end gaming computer. Don't confuse simplicity with power. My Roleplay is just as powerful as TRP3, and additionally, both TRP3 and My Roleplay communicate with each other, which means if you write in one, you'll be able to see that information while you're using the other add-on. I'd encourage anyone who doesn't need all the bells and whistles of TRP3 to use My Roleplay. Sometimes you want to create an adventure that can't be done with the current in-game mechanics. Maybe something similar to Dungeons & Dragons? Well, that's where you're going to want our number 7, which is Dice Master. And yes, the name kind of gives away what it does. If you've ever created a character in Dungeons & Dragons, Dice Master has a lot of similarities to that. It allows you to create settings for constitution, your intelligence, your charisma. It allows you to roll dice, any type, whether it's a 4-sided die, which I really hate those triangle dice. I always do. It's like stepping on a Lego. Up to 1d100. You can also give your character hit points, which would be separate than your regular hit points in game. If you're doing some sort of dice-based campaign, these hit points can be something that allows us to know where your character stands regarding the current campaign. Additionally, you can add traits that can be incorporated into your campaign. This could be similar to spells or items that you use. And I'm going to come back to it again because it's important. You can roll dice. You can roll lots of dice. You can roll dice with modifiers. You can roll dice till your heart's content. Dice. I do like dice. Finally, we come to our number 8, which is Cross RP. This helps to facilitate role-playing across factions, which obviously the game doesn't allow you to do. It does this in a couple of ways. Firstly, it reminds you when your Elixir of Tongues is running out. For those that haven't used Elixir of Tongues, it allows you to hear what the opposing faction is saying in their common language, whether it's Common on Alliance or Orcish on Horde. It allows cross-faction whispering, and what that means is if you're BattleNet friends with somebody of the opposing faction, When you whisper, it'll look like you're whispering from your character, rather than from your BattleNet ID. It also allows group linking. For example, say you have multiple raids that are all part of the same RP event. The group linking allows all of these groups to see the same chat within a separate channel, which is really nice because then you don't have to try and communicate across multiple raids, which anybody that's tried to do that knows how much of a pain that can be. Now you no longer have to just RP with your faction. You can RP with the opposing faction as well. Alright, I've gone through my top 8 add-ons. Which one is your favorite? Did I leave one out that you think is integral to the roleplay experience? If so, leave a comment below. And if you like this video and want to be notified when new videos come out, make sure you click that subscribe button. Alright, I'm heading back into Azeroth to work on my new quest campaign. There will be so many llamas. So many llamas. See you soon.